Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea. Today we're going to be having a look at two world champions. One ex-world champion and one current world champion. The current world champion, Clem, is playing as a protoss player, so off racing, versus Oliveira over here. This is from the Masters Coliseum 8 group stage group D. If you're wondering, why is the quality not as great as usual? Or why is there some Chinese characters on the screen? It's because this is being cast from a live feed that I have access to. I sadly don't have access to the replays, so we'll have to do it with this. But honestly, if the game quality is going to be as high level as these two names make me suspect it will be, live will just be fine. Alright? I'm not worried here whatsoever. Of course, the added benefit of getting the cameras as well. There's nothing that I love more in live than watching people lose to someone else's off race, you know, and having that camera there, just giving us that a little bit of extra insight. There's Clem here as a protoss opening up with Adept, double Chronos, is not going to get that Reaper. Reaper manages to escape. First Adept making its way across the map is not going to be capable of doing much of anything. High ground command center. This was a gas first into fast factory, by the way. A fairly risky build order here. Clem is going to scout with the Reaper. Oh my god. Double Marines before reactor. Clem got a lot of information here. A lot of information. Sees that Hellion as well, so should know all the timings that Oliveira is capable of hitting in this moment. Stalker moves off screen. Low ground CC will not get taken anytime soon. When I say not anytime soon, I mean first he'll need to fly over. And actually, if you just have two Marines and a Hellion, I don't think you can just walk down there. You're probably going to need to wait for Marine 3 and 4, maybe even need to wait for the mine in order to properly secure that base. Because it can be pretty tricky with 4 Marines. Yeah, 4 Marines and a Hellion should actually be fine. Yeah, it should be much of an issue. Interesting micro here. It's going to go for the double volleys there on the Hellion. It's going to get the Hellion. Loses nothing so far. Reaper on the other side of the map is just relaxing as well. So Clem is going to open up with, I think this is a 3-gate blink opener. It's going to warp in a couple more Stalkers here as well. Ooh, Adept Shade actually finishes up. Is going to catch one Marine. Good split shots there out of Clem. Look at that control on those Adepts. Very well executed. It's going to keep all of his Adepts alive for now. Reaper is going to show up. We'll clear one of these Adepts. It's going to clear the second Adept as well. But these Adepts have already paid for themselves. Double Mine Drop is going to hit the natural first. And we'll quickly follow it up with a single Mine Drop into the main base as well. Good Umbaro here. Coming out of Oliveira. Oliveira's gonna just get a single mine. Will be forced into giving up both of these mines, but gets out with the medevac. Follow-up for Clem is going to be very simple. A 3-gate prism push here. Lots of Blink Stalkers. Cheeky little prism. And all that Oliveira needs to do here is not die. As long as Oliveira doesn't die, doesn't take serious damage, he will be just fine. Reaper's gonna make its way across the map. We have just a single bunker going down on the low ground right now. The common response in pop culture right now, is not losing the Raven to the Stalkers. That is a huge blunder, because that is the one tool you have for some counter damage right now. You've lost both mines. And I guess you still have a Reaper, but we don't really count this. This shouldn't get more than a single probe kill. What I was going to say is that the proper response nowadays is double bunker on the low ground, all tanks on the high ground, because then if your first bunker gets jumped, you can just go into the second bunker and repair it in time. That is not what happened here. Clem is going to get the kill on the bunker, and because there is no second bunker, this is actually kind of scary. We can see a blink forward here. Clem is going to barely move out of range of that tank. Reaper is dealing way more damage than it ever should have, by the way. That is freaking 6 kills on a Reaper. That is unheard of. That actually is unheard of. Stim is gonna get cancelled. Unlucky positioning there on the tech lab, of course. Can't help where you spawn, but had Oliveira spawned in the top right, those tech labs would have been a little bit more secure as they would have been on the inside. Going to have to rebuild all of that. Third base on the way for Clem. Stim has been cancelled. That means that there's going to be at least another, well, 2 minutes or so in which there won't be Stim. Tech lab takes 18 seconds and Stim takes 100 seconds to research, of course. So that's, you know, how we did the math. Yeah, pretty good at that. I finished elementary school. Don't want to brag, but I did do that. Yeah, not having the Raven here is it sucks. All right, it really does suck. You can imagine a world in which a Raven is on the other side throwing down an auto turret like every 35 seconds or so. That is a world in which Clem isn't in that great a spot. Especially if that Reaper would have still gotten, you know, the same amount of kills. Ooh, that's a risky blink. Loses 3 Stalkers, I think. 4? 5? 4. 4 Stalkers. Kills a tank. I'm not sure if I'd call this a worthwhile trade, but it was a trade. It's going to continue adding in more and more Stalkers. Actually wants to go into the high ground once more. Once again, a maneuver with some potential risk. To lose quite a few of these Stalkers. Really quite a few of these Stalkers. I'm not sure what I think of these trades. I think the individual trades aren't necessarily so bad, but we should kind of keep our eyes on the prize here. Whenever you're warping in more Stalkers, it means you're delaying your gateways. And Clem has delayed his gateways quite a bit already. Stim is getting closer to finishing up. I'm not sure if Oliveira can just willy-nilly move across the map though. And actually the way that Oliveira here is playing, it feels like he probably should go for a very committed tank push with Stim and Combat Shield. If we realistically look at this, there's no third CC for him. Doesn't have like a crazy worker count. I'm almost expecting a worker pool here. I'm not saying it would work, but it has a decent shot at working. You're up and upgrade. You're fighting against someone that has no splash whatsoever. I wouldn't mind seeing a worker pool here out of Oliveira. Because the Zealot count isn't huge either. No Storm, no Archon, no nothing. Prism's gonna go in with a couple of Zealots. Yeah, there we go. I think this is a... I'm not sure if it's the correct call, but I think it's a good call. I like this strategy. Okay, I really do like this strategy. Hold position micro is going to be absolutely vital here. Zealot count is only at 7. We're gonna need at least 1 more warp in of Zealots. A full warp in of Zealots. Ideally 2 more though. Ideally 2 more. So in that case, Clem needs to stall a little bit, but we already have our Stim coming out right now. 1 Stim has been used. Plenty of energy on those medevacs. SCVs need to move in front of this army. Clem touching his hair there. He's gonna blink in forward. Try to snipe as many of these tanks as he can. Gets 1. Oi, oi, oi. This is not the fight that he wanted. This is not the fight that he wanted as well. Oliveira smelled blood in the water. That's the shark that he is. He's gonna bite Clem's leg off here. Chomp it. And he's still eating Clem right now. So can I swim with 1 leg? I don't think I can. I think this might just be game number 1. Very nice response out of Oliveira. Despite the poor start, losing that Raven, he manages to find a little bit of a hole here in Clem's defense. Just before those extra Zealot warpings come in. Now we're going to get a surround from 3 sides. Perhaps it's still possible. Of course, this is a very long map in which reinforcements take a long time to get across. We have 4 or 5 medevacs. Good control here out of Oliveira. 47 supply against 16. Yeah, I mean, there's just too many units coming across the map. There's just too many units coming across. And I think that is simply going to be it. Clem with the final stand here. Pulls the boys. But the boys, they don't really pack a punch. And as a result, Clem will have to tap out over here. And he will right now. Or now. I mean, this is really over, Clem. We don't have to do this. Okay, we believe that you tried, you know? No one's gonna say that you didn't. Is Clem forgetting that the other guy has mules or something? Like, he's only on 2 base. I'm also on 2 base. This is fine. Like, nobody. The other guy is the mules. And they work hard, okay? They work really... You're allowed to leave. Like, we believe it. Okay, you tried. Okay, you're not gonna get... Team Laker's not gonna fire you. It's like, terrible performance in game 1, Clem. Should have stayed in till 5 supply. Yeah, I don't think that's what's gonna happen. You're the world champ, okay? You could have left after you saw the SCVs move across the map and you still wouldn't have gotten kicked. Ooh, blink over the force fields. Interesting move. GG gets called. Oliveira takes game number 1. I do respect Clem for sticking with his guns. His guns being protoss, who famously don't actually have guns. Do they? Zealots have blades. Immortals are more like cannonballs, but like laser cannonballs. Stalkers is laser. I think it's laser guns. So they have some guns. Okay, well, Clem is sticking to his protoss guns in that case. All right. Kind of disappointed by that first game. I really had expected more. A better job stalling, I think, would have helped him a lot. He had that 1 sentry and he tried for some force fields, but he needed more there. He really did need more. And a thing that I always appreciate, always have appreciated, and will continue appreciating in the future, is that when you see Oliveira play, he has a very keen understanding on what sequence of actions needs to be executed in order for him to win a game. Like, he's really good at understanding where his win condition lies in each game. And it sounds stupid because all pro players obviously should have that, but I feel like he's, in particular, he has a very keen mind. That's a late freaking CC, by the way. Holy crap. What the hell happened here in the early game? Oh no. It's gonna be one of those games? Let's have a look. 203 on the Adept. So the Adept is gonna be 2-3 seconds later than it's supposed to be. That's partially because of the wall. And maybe partially because this was a fast scout. That command center got delayed by like 9 or 10 seconds or so. Usually a command center goes down 1 minute and 38. I think that thing went down at like 148. And if you're opening up with Reaper Marine Reactor, you're going to be in trouble. If the Adept moves across the map straight away. It's going to be Reaper Marine. Probably means that the Reaper actually needs to go home. Oh, it's going to tank one more shot. Right in the face. This is not good. This could be quite scary here for Oliveira. Because 2 Marines are not good enough against a single Adept. Might be good enough to finish the CC though. Look, even with the delay of that first Adept move out, the CC still isn't done. Look how close it's gonna be. Come on, show it. Okay, it's gonna finish it up. It's not even gonna lose this SCV. That would be so sad. Ooh, Reaper comes in. Good timing. Stalker not done yet. Aye, that's what, -2 workers? Oh, mine is a lot of work. Oh my god. Dude, Clem is being absolutely outbantered here. Wait, what? Oliveira should have committed. Absolutely. He should have gotten 2 worker kills and he already got the confirmation on the tech pretty much. You see Adept, Stalker like this. Second gate in the wall, as he saw. You should know this is Blink. You can smell it. Also, Clem is honestly kind of a, you know, one-dimensional player when he plays Toss. He just plays Blink. Okay, he plays it well, but he just plays Blink, baby. That's what he does. Need control there on the Adept. No way he gets that. Nah, I don't like that. I think the Hellion isn't actually that valuable for Terran. Like, they built the Hellion because you want to use your factory, but you don't have gas for a good unit. You know, if you want to start the starboard instantly. That's why you build the Hellion. It's like, well, I just built this structure. It's new. Let me use it. The Hellion is quick. You can maybe distract the opponent. Sometimes you get a kill or two. It's like, if a Terran can trade a Hellion for an Adept, I think they'll always take that trade. They're happy with that. Absolutely. Ooh, this is an interesting move. 2 mine plus 4 Marines. So there's a little bit more punch to this attack rather than just a regular mine drop. It's going to delay a lot more mining as a result. Oh, that's a beautiful Amboro. No, he loses it. Terrible move there by Oliveira. Can't believe that he thought that was going to work. Actually, that second Amboro, he should have known that it wasn't going to work. If it doesn't work the first time, it's not going to work the second time either. So he's actually going to get 0 kills there. Large rookie moves. Prism across the map at a very reasonable time. Let's see how he plays this. Clem, that is. Like, how many of these Stalkers is he going to send across the map? All of them? Fast Nexus here too. Because you can't send all of them across the map because you still know that Medevac with the Marines is in there somewhere, you know? You could always come back and there it comes. Oi, oi, oi. Here comes the top. Tank out of position. Has to be in the natural again, I know. If you lose the Raven again. Come on. This is so bad. That's really poorly done there by Oliveira. Tank in the wrong position. Like, the theory is very clear on how to defend this build. It really is. And the theory tells us tanks in the main, double bunker on the low ground. This is just what it says, okay? It's unlucky again, by the way, with the position. It's gonna lose his tech lab here. I mean, I don't quite understand what why Oliveira doesn't just, you know, abide by the laws of physics. The laws of defending 3-gate blink. Double Forge is a follow-up here for Clem. He looked at that last game and thought to himself, you know what I really needed? Was another upgrade that's researching and wouldn't finish in time. Yeah. It's an interesting analysis of the situation. Ooh! Good lord. It's a good blink. That was a very nice blink. Can I get that bunker as well? No, it's not. He switched targets, loses the prison. Bunch of stalkers. Worker count is quite high. Not sure if I'd call this a bad start though. I still smell some opportunity, you know? I absolutely still smell some opportunity. Oh, that tank. You don't want to be there, tank. No, you don't. You really don't. Just gotta blink in. What the hell? Oh, I'm not a fan of this move. Oi. Don't do that. Okay, needs to stay in range of the tank. But that wasn't it. That was a lot of things. But it wasn't it. Bunker feels vulnerable, but in reality is safe as can be. I mean, this guy's gonna get sniped. Like Oliveira sees that. His eye's always scanning for observers. If he has a scan available, he's gonna punch it right in the face. Okay, Robo Bay on the way. Oh, he actually cancelled the second force. It must have been a mistake. Yeah, it would have been a crazy move. It actually would have been. Had this drop hit, by the way, with Stim and +1 and combat shield, he waits like 10 seconds with this drop. Freaking Clem is in a world of trouble. Clem loses like 12 workers there. I think he's gonna go for another SCV pool, by the way. This time the Colossus is quite close. We have a good stalker count on the map. Yeah, he's just gonna go again. He's gonna try again. He's gonna try again. I thought it was like some genius call in the last game, but I guess it's just his standard response, the 3-8 blink. That makes the call a little bit less impressive. Yeah, to the man with the hammer, everything looks like a nail. To the man who pulls SCVs, everything looks like an SCV pullable build. In this case, I'm not so sure. Colossus out already. Ooh, do we engage into this? Yes, we do. Stalker's targeting down the tanks. I like the micro here. Colossus, meanwhile, targeting these Marines. We get a small pullback. Guardian Shield's gonna help keep units alive. Yeah, this is an easy win here. Oliveira needs to step out. This is a game. See if Oliveira's gonna be quicker to leave. Move back to the lobby than Clem was in the last game. No, not really. He's gonna go on to 50 supply as well. GG gets caught. Clem ties it up. In our next game we have Oliveira. What the hell is he actually doing? This is one hell of a strat. Proxy barracks into proxy factory. Marine first. Now we're really talking, man. Oh my god. Did he just recall and lose the probe? Do you see how Clem responded to that? He realized he just looked like an idiot in front of thousands of people. God, that must be embarrassing. It never happened to me. Just a recall a probe. Well, there was an SCV and a Marine shooting it. I feel like Terrans always underestimate the power of their own units, even when they're off racing. Freaking Marines, man. These guys, they bang your probes. And their wives. Oh, that's weird. You know what I mean, though. They shoot hard, okay? They're Gauss rifles, Surreal. Ooh, Stargate as an opener. Thoughts on that? Oh, thanks for asking, Kevin. Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, you see double proxy. You don't really know what it is. Do you open up with an Oracle here? I'd open up with an Oracle. And I'd plop down 2 freaking stasis wards. Oh, this is just going to be a 1-1. What the hell is it actually? You reckon if you're proxying every building and you're going for a 1 base all-in on a map with a ramp, you proxy it a little bit closer to your opponent, eh? Oh, it's going to get spotted too. Oh, this is just highly unfortunate. Do you cancel the Phoenix and go for something else? I mean, I would have never started the Phoenix. So I would definitely cancel the Phoenix because I don't want a Phoenix here. I think. I'm not sure what I would want. It's kind of an awkward situation, you know, one base versus 2 base and all that jazz. It's going to be a drop heading into the main base. 7 Marines, that's a serious attack. Oh my god. If he would have unloaded, I actually think that Oliveira could have potentially... I wouldn't want to say straight up won the game, but 7 Marines plus medevac against 2 Phoenix, 2 Adept? Hell yeah. That's a good look for the Marines. A very good look. One of the best. Okay, SCV's being pulled this time much quicker. This is such a terrible map for this build as well, which makes it so much funnier to me. Okay. Phoenixes on the other side, picking off reinforcements. This is what Phoenixes are supposed to be doing, okay? We need an energy recharge, though, to kind of continue this play. Oh, he's gonna lose that island. That's not a good look. Alright, Clem, show us how it's done. Okay, good split. Good split. He's not gonna finish that, is he? He's gonna finish that, absolutely. Unsieges the tank. Liberator sieges up. Oh, he just eats this. Clem ate in this fight. Holy crap. Or did he? No more medevacs remaining. Tanks are being lifted. Stalkers now being warped in. Good SCV pool here as well. 32 workers to 18. Oliveira. Reinforcements are so far away. I'm not so sure if he has the boys here for it. And I think Clem might just have the boys. Oh yeah, he does. Look at that. 23 workers to 18. That's a lot of probes there. Oliveira lost everything. I'd rather lose some probes than everything. And he just doesn't have the crap now. Good recharge on these Phoenixes. Yeah, there we go. You can pick stuff up again, brother. That's beautiful. GG! Clem wins the series. 2-1 score, and he looks ecstatic. And Oliveira looks the polar opposite of ecstatic. He looks sad. Demolished by Clem's powerful protoss. Weird build. Odd positioning of the buildings on a map where it feels like it shouldn't be possible. But I guess that's the way of the world. All right, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you all did enjoy this. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Yeah.